Hello folks, and welcome back to Whiskey Wars. My name is Sean, and tonight we got another list video for you. Tonight we're doing 5 bourbons under $70 that are disappointing. Let's get into it. So this is actually going to be a 2-part video. The first part will be bottles under $70, and then the second part will be bottles over $70 that were disappointing. So look forward to that. But right now we're just going to talk about bottles that are under $70. Now, to be clear, what this list is, these are not don't buys. These are just bourbons that don't really fit the price point that they're in to me and to many others. So, not necessarily bad. They're just usually overpriced and or overhyped and or both. And so, you know, you're hoping for a lot, you spend this money on them, and then you get them home, and, you know, just don't really quite, whatever, tickle your fancy, tickle other things. Well, you know, they don't really give you the good feels. They don't, you know, give you happy thoughts, make you think about all the great things in life. Instead, they're depressing, and maybe think about go buying a rope afterwards. I don't know. Either way, these things disappoint over and over again. So we're going to start out with a budget one. And this is not one that's necessarily overhyped or overpriced. It's that it used to be awesome, and now it's not. Maker's Mark 46. I used to love this bottle. In fact, the old bottling of this finished 3rd in my best under 40. That's how much I like it. Of all the stuff I own under $40, this was my 3rd, not this bottle, the old bottle, was my 3rd favorite, the old sexy bottle. Now we got this square, squat, fatty one, and no. I don't know what happened over at Maker's Mark. You'd think it'd be the same stuff. I don't know if it's younger, I have no idea what's happening, but the finish is bitter. And it's not just me that's had this experience. I've talked to many other people, and they feel the same way. So, yeah, it's just not good now. The finish, especially, is unpleasant. So, makers, just give us the old stuff back. Also, bring back the old bottle. It's better. I know there's a glass shortage and all that stuff, but the old bottle was sexier, and the old bourbon in the old bottle was better, significantly better. So, yeah, disappointed, makers. Come on, do better. Moving along, what's up next? This was a bottle I was really hoping would be like a nice entry into the line. It's a budget offering, sort of, but it just doesn't do it for me. And I've talked to many other people, and they feel basically the same way as me. It's just kind of underwhelming for the price point. This thing is 50 bucks. It's Kentucky Owl Wiseman. The Wiseman. If you were a Wiseman, you would not buy this bottle, because no one's wise would buy this, certainly not twice. You know, so I bought into the hype. I thought, hey, Kentucky Owl, they make good stuff. Let's try this budget offering from Kentucky Owl. No, don't. It tastes like young, boring whiskey. It's just, there's nothing exciting about it. There's nothing exceptional. And when you consider the price point of $50, there's a lot of stuff better that you could have for the price point. You know, you guys basically know what they are. I've named a lot of them in the past, but just off the top of the head, you know, let's say Wild Turkey Rare Breed. That'd certainly be in there. Cooper's Craft or Rowan's Creek, both under $40, better than this by a mile. Let's see, what else? Oh, Woodford Double Oak, 1910, both of those, far, far better, like would just blow this away. Yeah, it's just not good for the price point. If it were like 20 bucks, wouldn't complain, but it's 50. So no, bad job, Kentucky Owl. Moving along. Got another 50-er here, and another one that, you know, I was so hopeful. It's got a great story. You know, it's kind of related to the Jack Daniels history and all that kind of stuff. Uncle Nearest. You know, I love the story. I love that Uncle Nearest is finally getting his due. The man that taught Jack how to make whiskey. I just wish the whiskey inside were better. As far as I know, this is sourced from Dickel, and it's not good Dickel juice, distillate, whatever you want to call it. I've had some Dickel stuff that is decent. This is not it. This is not one that is. I don't like this very much at all. It's acceptable, but if it were like 20 bucks, again, no complaints, whatever. But you're charging 50, so it's 100 proof, and Evan Williams Bottle and Bond beats this, hands down, not even close. So yeah, you could spend 15 to 18 on Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, or 50 on this and be disappointed. So don't. Yeah, Uncle Nearest, moving along. Now, this next one is hard for me because I love this line so much. It's one of my favorite distilleries, so it's hard for me to talk crap about them. But I have to. Sorry. Wild Turkey, Kentucky Spirit. I know a lot of people really like the single barrel experience. They like that you're getting a unique experience. That's all great. The problem is it feels too much like playing the lottery in that most of the time you lose. Just like playing the lottery, which is why I don't gamble. I think it's stupid. But if you like gambling and you like losing most of the time, then maybe you like this more than I do. I don't though. I think 101, which is basically all this is just 101 single barrels. I think 101, which is a blended product, is a better product. You know why? Because the master distiller, you know, they took the time to blend together the product and make it amazing. Like they took the time and like, yes, this is the profile we want. That is spot on Wild Turkey 101. This is not like Wild Turkey 101 amped up to 11. It's just like a boring Wild Turkey 101. And it's, let's see, 3 times the price basically. So no, it's just, it's a loss in my book. I don't, like if they were amazing single barrels, then I would be like, great. The only upside to this that I can find is that it's smoother than 101. If that's the only thing you're looking for is smoothness and not an exciting experience at all, then yeah. Again, it's not bad. It's just like boring Wild Turkey 101 for 3 times the price. So yeah. Sorry, Wild Turkey, you know I love you, it's just not this one. This is the only one in the line I don't like, basically. And it's because it's cost too much. All right. Last, sticking with the single barrel theme, and honestly, how could it not make the disappointing list? I feel like most of us out in WhiskeyTube, in the whiskey world in general, have a similar opinion. Here we go, in all its glory. It's the freaking horsey. It's got the stripper, you know, fishnet thing going on. It's got the fancy, like, what's that? What's the purple bag crap? Freaking Crown Royal bag, you know, except for it's brown, but also still got the gold going on. Although, honestly, I think the purple bag looks better. Yeah, so you got all the frills and all the crap, and you got the horsey topper and, you know, the barrel numbers, and you can select, and you can find the different letters and all the gimmicks. It's got every gimmick that's ever been in any whiskey bottle ever, all in one little package. And, you know, great, whatever. If you like gimmicks instead of whiskey, then I guess this is for you. I think, you know, just go back to like collecting baseball cards or something like that if you like gimmicks. Maybe Cracker Jacks. They got like really gimmicky prizes. Anyway, so on this bottle, I mean, I feel like all you guys know about it already. But if you don't, you know, it's very mild, very typical bourbon. It's super smooth. So yeah, there's that. It's a 93 proof, super smooth bourbon that's boring as hell. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. It's like 60 to 70 bucks if you can get it at retail, which is kind of a joke because I would say maybe half of us are getting it at retail, and then the other half are paying way, way too much. And really, retail is too much because if we're being honest, this thing drinks like a nice $40 beginner bourbon. I think that's what it was probably intended to be, if we're really being honest with ourselves. Because, you know, when you're getting into bourbon, you like the gimmicks, you like the frill, you like all the fancy crap, you like the grenade bottle and all the different barrel selections. You can find one that's your birthday or your anniversary or whatever the thing, and there's the horsey topper. You like all that kind of stuff when you're new to bourbon. And then you realize, actually, you know what? I'd rather have a good bourbon experience than all the gimmicks. And then this seems silly. And that's the problem with blends, is that when you look at the cost, it just doesn't work. It's 60 to 70 bucks, and in this market, that's a lot of money when you consider like the truly exceptional bourbon that you could have instead. Yeah, there you go, folks. There's the list. You know, what can you do? Disappointing bourbon. We've all had it. And hopefully, you know, hopefully this message gets out and reaches you folks, especially those that have not tried them yet, and maybe this gives you some insight as to what you're in for. That way, hopefully you don't overpay for them, or maybe just you end up not buying them anyway and buying something else because maybe you've heard from a few people the same thoughts that I have. Anyway, hope it helps you. You know, and drop your thoughts down there. Maybe you think some of these bottles are the greatest thing ever. Maybe they are to you. I don't know. I'm disappointed. Yeah, so anyway, hit that like button if you did enjoy the video. We appreciate that. And also, you know, watch other reviews from us where I'm much happier. You know, I don't always talk crap about whiskey. And here's a subscribe button, so please do that. And until next time, folks, just remember, you can never have too much good whiskey.